us up, and women are really key to finances and stuff because we tend to take care of business well just as well as men. Don't get me wrong. But for your firm, how there's a lot of reasons why there's only 8% of people in the finance firm, and it's because of the barriers that you have to take to get into that firm. Just like how we want reparations, and people say, "Oh, I need a check," or "Give me land." What about 40 more points on our credit score to make us eligible to be even to fill out an application for that loans? So it's like it would be a great idea, and I love the idea of the finance firm because I would trust you with my $50. I may not trust somebody else with my $50, but they'd be like, ah, yeah, you can hold 50. And you know, if you let somebody hold 50, you ain't never getting that back. But I can ask him to hold 50, and he'll give me 50 because he trusts me. But we need to find ways and solutions to getting me in the chair to ask him to hold the 50, because African Americans, it's only 8% of that, and with Dr. King was speaking about before he passes the economics, but we can't have that flag taking care of our economics. Facts. We need that flag to take care of our, but it's only 8%. So that flag is like, that's something that.
Well, the thing is that, yeah, we have to create our own institutions, and we have to understand like finance law. Like even like the fund that we created, it was some intricacies, but it wasn't that hard, right? It's a lot of times it's not that hard. We just look at stuff big and hairy, and then we just shy away from it, or we do it, and then we see the wins on the other side, and then we're not really. So I think it's about us pooling our resources for our people. We can do our own banks. We can everything that we need. We can do, and we know that. We've seen it before with Black Wall Street and everywhere else. I think it's just us getting a starting point, but then being able to show us on all levels, like again, those options and those paths to being able to do sophisticated things like real estate funds, our own banks, because it's all about the how-to. How do we do it? Where people say, "Oh, we need our own bank." Okay, well, who's going to take the lead on our own bank and how it is formalized, and then how we lend? Like even when you say credit scores, the credit score reporting agencies, those aren't government agencies. Those are independent companies. We can create our own credit bureau that has our own credit reporting system if that's what we want to be, that self-sustained, self-sophisticated. So there's so many different ways for us to be able to build out of it. And I think once we organize ourselves, I mentioned it in the book as well, the Republic of New Africa wrote out a structure for a governing body called the Code of Umoja. And it talks about what our government will look like all the way down from, they didn't call it a president, but like our president in a sense, and then the cabinet, and then judges and delegates, and how we have population districts in different cities, and like how we actually govern ourselves. So a lot of the footwork is done for us. It's about if we can just identify who the us is, and then figure out the talent in the room of people that are like-minded, African first believing, brave, who want to be self-sustained, efficient, repair our people. We figure out who has a like mind and like heart, then we get those people in the room and figure out all the deeper solutions in which we gotta drill down on. But at least you know you're dealing with somebody that is under your same flag and has the same ideology and same heart as you.
Yes, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work and everything you've done to put this together.
Thanks, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Being a student of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad being a wonderful example in terms of building a national movement where you had a bank, you had foreign trade and commerce, you had grocery stores and different communities throughout the nation. Seeing that example and understanding our role today, I do believe and agree with you that it is a divine mission that we're on, that God wants us to be a nation, and that we do have to identify ourselves as such. What we do in United Dot is we are organizing the community. So we go to the different community, and we partner with the 10,000 Fearless, as we are the 10,000 Fearless, to organize the community in different departments. So I heard you mention education, I heard you mention agriculture, we have tech, we have sustainability. We have about 12 to 13 different committees that we go door to door knocking with the people to see who want to be involved in our social, economic, and political change.
Right.
We're now currently in the Bluff, in the worst neighborhood in Atlanta statistically. So we're organizing in that fashion, and what I'm hearing you saying is from a national point, in war you have the ground troops, and then you have the air attack. So I'm hearing you from a more of an air attack, but I think it takes both to maximize what we're trying to do. So I just want to let you know that we are in line with you in this effort.
Thank you, King. And I want to say this too. One, you have my commitment. I've been getting the emails. I just haven't got a chance to really reach out. And Whitney handles my just coordination. But I definitely want to do some of our corner classes with you guys. I don't know if you're familiar, but I teach wealth building and education on the corner.
Okay.
So we go to the bluff, pull a whiteboard out, white chart out, flip chart out in the corner, and we can get to teaching.
Okay.
So I'm with that anywhere, anytime, or in the classroom, or wherever. I don't care where it's at. Church is chicken, like we could get it in.
Yes,
So you got from regarding my expertise in business, real estate, wealth building, I'm definitely want to be way more active with you all and align myself more with other organizations. Secondly, honestly, what I believe, and I shared this with King Griggs yesterday, is that I really believe the Nation of Islam is the most sophisticated body and has proven to be the most sophisticated body and nation of black people in America. I've been on the phone with Minister Farrakhan on our Justice Ellis conference calls, and I've been, talked with different leaders from Minister Carlos, Minister Hafiz, to Michael Mir, to Brother Fahim, and Cannibal, and everyone, right? I'm actually going to have individual calls to all of them that I have built relationship with, Minister Nuri Muhammad as well. My suggestion, right, not that I'm like somebody suggesting something to the nation, my suggestion, and why I wanted you specifically here, why I asked you to be here as a member, is for the nation to consider this Black Vote Day concept, because I believe it's actually the win for the nation. I believe that the nation, this is just me speaking just openly and freely as a brother, I believe the nation, because it's rooted in religion, it does not get the support that it probably wants from all of our people because of those who have different religious views. Like, I'm non-religious, I'm just spiritual. I was brought up Baptist Christian, but I don't even believe in that. I just believe in God as a higher power. I believe that man made religion. God has no religion, therefore I have no religion. But that's just my personal belief. But I do love what the nation stands for, and et cetera, and those Christians and other religions in the room. But if the nation were to support the Black Vote Day and help to bring its voice and constituency and power into this, it will allow all black people of all religions and walks and nationalities to all vote and have a voice and say so in our nation. But the matter of the fact is, the Nation of Islam probably won't win because they're the most organized body of people in America. So if we did a Black Vote Day on our nationality, the Nation of Islam probably would be the winner in our vote, but therefore they did the fair thing, in my opinion. I'm saying they're not being fair now, but they did I would just say, an open thing in allowing everybody to have a say-so regardless of their religious ideology or religious belief and what we do move forward as a people. But and then also, I think they've just showcased, again, a lot of consistency and black love and doing for self and infrastructure, as you called it. But that was going to be my conversation with a lot of those who I'm friends with and aligned with within the nation, is to consider supporting the Black Vote Day as a Nation of Islam and give everyone an opportunity to chip their ballot in online and otherwise for who we should be called and what flag we should be under. And then, maybe we figure, so that was just, again, just part of my overall macro air philosophy.
It's a great start. It's a great thing.
Yeah, so, again, it's all about solutions just for our people at the end of the day. So,
First of all, I just want to commend you for what you're doing, because basically what we're talking about is nation building. And I will lend all my legal expertise to that, because I truly believe after the election of Donald Trump that we as a people have to come together. And I never thought about it the way you thought about it until yesterday. Because, we all, I work with Brother Zach, and, we trying to unify, but we never have had that full unification moment. Like, let's have a vote.
Right.
You're right. And that was the first thing that came to my mind. That's why I reached out to you. Hey, man, we need to huddle up. And then when you had the book, the solution, and it's about us huddling up, it is a divine intervention that's going on here for our people. And I share this conversation. I share it for the viewers at home. In July of this year, my best friend's father is a high-level ranking member in the Nassau, Bahamas. And so I was there when Alton Sterling was murdered, and also when Philando Castile was murdered. And I had a conversation with him about how they were able to take power. And I'm not talking about treasonous, anything like that, but I'm just talking about their self-image. And he said what we had to do, because we are the same people as you are, we came from the African diaspora, we decided to get all the scared Negroes out the room.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's exactly what you're saying. We have to have a vote so we can identify the us and the them. And it's just like with Black Lives Matter. You know, saying that Black Lives matter does not say any other lives don't matter. But it's saying it's our reconnection with who we are and our accepting who we are, and then focusing our lens of our worldview on that.
Right.
To repair ourselves. Because, perfect example, and I love this meeting is called after Trump, what else? When he sat there and said, you guys are living in hell, your education system is crap, what else you got to lose? Well, now we need to say to him, you right. So what we gonna do is we gonna come together ourselves.
Right.
We're not gonna rely on you, Mr.
We gonna
to fix our problems.
ourselves, and then we gonna deal with exactly what you just said.
Right. Because
Because you have no right, coming from the outside, from something that was caused, let's be honest, by America, to call us that, to say that to us. So I applaud you.
Thank
You
you.
have, my support, because being someone that sits and watches the criminal justice system every single day, it's appalling the things that are going on. And I really, after hearing your story, I read, most of the book, but after hearing it, brother, you come a long way, and I'm proud of you. I want to see more brothers do it. And you are truly a blessing to your people, and I'm just happy to just be working with you. And like I said, whatever talent I do have, you have it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And I know we have some more questions. We'll get those as well. I want to say that's one of the biggest things, though. You said that worldview. That's why mind shift is the beginning. I'm telling you, when you get anybody to read the fact disclosure in here, it's all you gotta do is say, yo, bro, just 1 second, just read these facts real quick. Because we just don't know what our experience really been like. And after you read it, unless you're just on an ounce of lean or something, and just getting like you just not functioning. Any person that has any kind of sense is gonna be like, yo, that joint messed up. And we know that, but it's understanding the degree of it, and then understanding our view as a people first. I think that is the clicker we gotta focus a lot of energy on, is getting us to see ourselves as one people first, as an African people first, without that meaning that you are. That's one of the biggest things for those who are more in the corporate space or more in a higher educator, the bourgeoisie Negro you want to call talented 10th or whatever, is that you feel like by adopting this space, you're somehow bashing or treasonous or whatever to this space. That was a great job of America of having us do the pledge when we were young, the pledge to their flag in elementary school, and just having a whole European American view where you feel like, yo, I'm dissing America, or I'm dissing this country, and we never think of embrace your Africanism, because that's truly where our people come from, right? So I just think like once that reshift, that paradigm shift of our minds, and we look at ourselves as one, like, that's my brother right there, that's my sister right there, like just understanding just genetically, like we just come from the same thing. They have a better PR campaign than us. Instead of making us feel like, pledging to this flag is more than, so I just think that's really important for us. But any other thoughts or contributions to the?
Anything I just want to reiterate or say again that, even if I got to be the leader of the tech sector of this whole thing, but we need that. We need to not only go viral, but in order to protect this, we got to get this stuff off of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram eventually. Facts. We have to. Yeah, we basically are the engine.
I've got somebody I'll link you with he owns a very big multi-million-dollar tech company that has the same functionalities as Facebook, Twitter. It's community driven, all the analytics, data tracking. It's a customer management system as well. It's pretty dope. It's called SynergyScape, and they are in multiple countries right now, and they're somebody that we're aligning with in order to Actually, they have the technology and software to actually do this black vote and calculate the votes and understand who's what and where it comes from and all those kind of things.
Yeah, we gotta protect it.
And they can protect the vote from any type of hack.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are pretty savvy. I mean, I can't say yes to that degree because I don't know the internal, but some pretty bright kings who's on it. So again, thanks for everybody watching on the live stream. Thank you for everybody that came out in the room. I just follow my heart. But I don't know how these things are gonna turn out. When I walked in, there was nobody in here. I didn't know y'all was in the other room. I'm like, all right, when anybody come up, we're gonna just open this live stream then. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's
It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's how I approach it though. Any event that I do, whatever, I don't even feel bad. I'm just doing what God called me to do. So as long as I did my part, if it was 3 of us or 30 of us, you know what I mean? I feel like, it was what I was supposed to do. But I do, for those of you who don't have the solution, I do want to, leave you guys with them. Read it, pass it on. My goal for this book is why it's not me on it. I mean, there's no even back description. I always look at this book very close to like a Bible. And how you see a Bible just laying in the back of a car, it's just there. It'd be up in where collecting sun in the back of or just somewhere in your crib or whatever. But I look at it as a book that we can read and pass on just as a blueprint, as a little black book for us, and a hand guide to at least give us some direction as far as practical action steps of what we can do for our unity, our justice, and our repair. And it has done well. It's been a bestseller on Amazon, and we're actually going to do another edition that's going to add some photos of some of the atrocities we talk about and some of the other leaders we talk about. So we have another edition coming out next year, just a little robust, deluxe edition, so to speak. But I thank you all for coming out, lending your time. We can still kick it after this for a little bit, for longer at the conference room. But this is our headquarters here. Yeah, sure. Books $15. We do 10. If you guys want support, you can do 10. It's cool. So we work with change. Appreciate you, King. Yes, anybody wants to support, $10 is cool. If you don't have it today or whatever, it's not, support another way. But for me, it's all about this. This is my passion. This is our headquarters for our development company and our education company, J. Morrison Academy and J. Morrison Real Estate Partners. But we run our social initiatives out of here. I am looking to do more. I want to teach this book weekly. Is my goal. Is to find some place in the city where every week we can get up for 2 hours and we just break down a chapter, break down a few pages, and just keep teaching our people. I have live stream capabilities even outside of Facebook Live. We have our own private live streaming we can do. Whatever, again, how everyone's lending their talents and energies. I'm lending my talents, energies, and resources to our movement. My goal would be, again, to try to galvanize our leaders by February if we can. February 25th is National Reparations Day, or Reparation Awareness Day. So by February 25th, I would like to identify our leaders and participants in our Black Vote Day and somehow organize a Black Vote Day for June 19th if we can. I know it's pretty aggressive, but that's how we gotta live because we got work to do. So again, thanks everybody for supporting. And again, anywhere that's J. Morrison Academy or our real estate partners, and I'll explain to you guys more in another setting what we do from a real estate development standpoint and our TOSO fund and just ways we can make money together. I'm good at making money. So I'll explain more ways in which we can leverage our talents and resources to build some revenue within our community and develop our community as well. So again, thanks everybody for coming out. Yes, ma'am. Facebook Live.
Yes, Facebook Live wants to know how to get in touch with you, how can they be a part of the movement.
Okay, so the easiest way to get in touch with me and to kind of keep up with the movement, I've been up in the air about what the movement is. I don't even know what my movement is. All I know is I love this flag, I love our people, and I believe we have a solution. So what I would say, everybody, if you go to jmorrison.net and just put your name and email in the email little box, you get my free book. But if you go to jmorrison.net or jmorrisonacademy.com, either website will put you on my email list. We give giveaways on those sites, but that will keep you in the know of any events that we're doing. And of course, if you follow me on Instagram, it's probably my most popular social media channel, at Mr. J. Morrison, and just stay in tune with what we're doing. What I didn't want to do was form another nonprofit. I didn't want a nonprofit, I didn't want an organization, I didn't want a 501c3. I felt we got too many of them, I want to add another one, which is why our social movement was YMC, Young Minds Can. I actually dissolved it, and we just, on my social side, I just move as a United African in America. Not an organization, it's just a community. of like-minded, brave, and socially conscious black people who identify with their African heritage first. And so that's kind of what we just started a new Instagram for that last night. What is it? Us United Africans, I think it is. Yeah, Us United Africans, at Us United Africans on Instagram. And yeah, so for me, I don't really have I guess I have a movement, but I don't really have a formalized movement. It's just me and those who identify with this black love that we have and the solution. So on that side, economically, the movement's JMA, that's our school, Wealth Builders, and we teach everything. So our goal, we are launching a big initiative next year to help 10,000 individuals or families raise their net worth by $100,000, increase their net worth by $100,000. That's $1 billion of new revenue in our community. And so that's going to be, I'm kind of shouldn't be saying it right now, but I am. But that's going to be our big initiative next year, is $1 billion initiative to help increase the net worth of 10,000 families and individuals in our community by $100,000. And so we're going to do that through all of what we teach and preach. Yes, ma'am?
On Instagram and Facebook, it's Us African United.
Oh, Us Africans United?
Say it one more time.
Oh,
Us African United.
Africans with an S? It should be.
We'll correct it. It's with an N today.
Oh, okay.
No, not plural.
It's not
One
plural.
African.
Yeah.
We're gonna change it.
And I want to repost something from it, but yeah. So again, my thing is like I'm a solutions guy. I'm a big picture thinker. I'd rather align with somebody else's movement, somebody else's mission, and just contribute than reinvent. I got enough companies and businesses. I don't need no more. Trust me, I don't need no more paperwork and things to fill out. Anything else from Facebook Live? Any questions, Facebook Live? You good?
You good?
Thank you guys for having me, or just being tuned in. And again, I want to be more consistent with teaching this. I hope if you guys all could read it, we can reconvene in a couple of weeks. We go out the country for a week. When I come back, I'd love to link up and let's have some solution talk. And maybe it's pointers and angles that you guys see that I didn't see, and we can add value, a relation, whatever it is. Let's just try to build on this. And again, I thank y'all for this time. Appreciate you.